Now the comparison of alpha helix and beta pleated sheets. There are the secondary structures, but there is difference between them. About hydrogen bonds, the N plus 4, the 4 to the forward way, the amino acid residues, and in beta sheets it is interchain. And in alpha helix they are parallel to helix axis, and in beta sheets they are perpendicular to chain axis. Now about amino acid residues, they are small and uncharged in alpha helix. Alanine, phenylalanine, leucine are most common. In beta sheets, alanine, glycine and serine are common. Now next point, the number 3 is covalent cross-linking. In alpha helix it is interchain disulfide links, but in beta sheets there is none this type of covalent cross-linking. Number 4, that is chain direction and aggregation. In alpha helix it is right-handed helical chains. In beta sheets it is anti-parallel and or parallel chains. Now loops and bends. These are again the secondary structure of proteins. Now about bends, the beta bends reverse the direction of a polypeptide chain and thus helping in forming a compact globular shape. They are short segment amino acids and joining two units of secondary structures. Beta turn involves 4 amino acyl residues, and first residue is hydrogen bonded to the fourth residue, and that way they result in tight 180-degree turn. The proline and glycine often present in beta turns. Beta bends are stabilized by the hydrogen and ionic bonds. Proline having another group, and the glycine is the smallest amino acid. Now loops. They are non-repetitive secondary structures, irregular in conformation, but they serve key biologic roles, stabilized through hydrogen bonding, salt bridges, hydrophobic interactions with other portions of the protein. For many enzymes, loops that bridge domains for binding substrates often contain amino acyl residues which participate in the catalytic action. And the disordered regions at extreme amino or carboxyl terminals, they show high conformational flexibility, and these regions act as ligand controlled switches that affect protein structure and function. Now super secondary structure, which is known as motif. Alpha helices, beta sheets, non-repetitive sequences form the core region of the globular proteins. They are connected by loop regions at the surface of the protein. The most common is helix loop, helix motifs, and which is intermediate in scale between secondary and tertiary structure. These are found in transcription factors and readily accessible sites or epitopes for recognition and binding of antibodies. There are specific structural motifs in proteins such as in myoglobin helix and beta pleated sheets. In collagen there is triple helix. In keratin, coiled coil. In elastin there is no specific motifs. In superoxide dismutase enzyme there are anti-parallel beta sheet. Now the tertiary structure, we will discuss about tertiary structure in next class. Till then, keep yourself safe and healthy. Now it's okay. Bye.